can I say except you're welcome?
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
See my thing 1, 2. Thumbs up, good, bad, no. Anybody hear me? I don't think so. That's a new microphone, guys. I don't know how to use this thing. Give me time. It was just working just a few minutes ago. Okay, there we go. It's moving now. Okay. Oh, we're live. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I see my voice. Back to what I was saying. I don't know what was going on. I have a new mic, guys. So please forgive me. I'm just learning how to use it. I hope you guys are hearing me better because I think the mic that I had last week wasn't working. Like I was saying, for those that didn't hear, I'm saying welcome to Talk It Up. Yes, this is another season. Another episode. So 14. We did do 2 this week. A second one this week. I'm hoping I'm going to be joined with my beautiful co-host that will be joining me this week because we had a phenomenal um SmackDown this week, guys. Did you guys enjoy SmackDown? Did you guys your takes um about about um 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 SmackDown? Did you guys enjoy the the SmackDown here? I don't And I do not know why my camera's not showing, guys. I have no clue of what's going on with the camera. I'm black. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on right now. Let's see this. I turn it back on, maybe. Yes, it's not showing me. So I don't know what that, guys. I don't know why you guys cannot see me. I don't know what that. Can y'all see me? I cannot see myself, but I don't know if you guys see me. All I see is a black screen up here. I don't know what's going on with that. Hold on. I don't know why my camera's not showing for some reason. We're not showing here on camera. I don't know what's going on, guys. Well, while I try to fix this and try to get y'all guys to get me back on the stream, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why my camera's not doing what it's supposed to do. All I can see is my background. That's it. I have no clue, Oos, why I'm not getting seen, Oos. Well, y'all don't get to see me. What's up with that? Well, Final Boss is here, so let's see if it gets this. Let's see if we get to see her. No, it doesn't show her either, so I don't know what's going on.
Yes, it does.
I don't know what's
yes,
going on with my camera. Final
I can
Boss.
see me. I can see me.
Can
I
you
can see me.
I can see you.
No, I can see your background, but I can't see you. So try turning your background off
Yeah, I
and
don't
turn it
know
back
what's.
on.
Yeah, I'm fighting with
Yeah, try turning the background off and
this.
turn it back on.
Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera today. Well, my camera's not
It's
working, so there's that. But
well, you was on it earlier, so you might want to just log out and come back in because I saw you earlier.
What's going on?
You want to just log out and
yeah,
come back in?
I tried to do that, and I left. I left. I'm up here fighting with Elon.
Oh.
What's going on, man? We're gonna just get started with the show. Maybe the camera kick back in here in a few. Who knows? But shouts out to you, Final Boss Lady. Thanks for joining me. I was telling everyone that how great SmackDown was, and I think we're gonna get into the biggest topic because we see a couple people in the comments already talking about it. Say one more time.
Yeah. Okay. No, I said yeah. Thanks for doing that. It has been a long time since I've been on the show. But hey, I'm here. It's a little bit late, but hey, that's what happens when you actually give a damn before you actually come on goddamn cam. So, but yeah, I am happy to be here. I had to watch the highlights because I didn't get a chance to watch SmackDown. Had a lot going on. But from the highlights that I did see, 10 out of 10. So I'm excited, and I really think that this was probably the best SmackDown we had in a long time. I think that, and I said it before on EWE radio, the radio is not on the fucking radio. That's not this show. That's a different show. But hey, ESPN means bigger shows, and they're proving that now. But the question is, how do they follow it up? Because they pulled out all the stops. They gave us the Brock Lesnar tease. They gave us the AJ Lee. So how do you follow this up now? That SmackDown, it was PLE worthy. There were PLEs that were nowhere even near what we saw yesterday. However, reports came out of tickets of it being almost $30,000 for a floor seat. So you take that as you wish.
Well, do you feel like, and we'll talk about that, and we're gonna get, huh? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, do you feel like that this was one of the best PLEs for them since a while? Since
PLEs or show? Because it wasn't a PLE. It's a show. It's a SmackDown.
Show. See, I'm thinking it's a PLE.
Yeah, that's how great it was.
My bad. Yeah, it was a great show. To be honest with you, Funny Balls, I was saying before we came on the show that this might have been the best SmackDown since Rock and Roman used to be on SmackDown. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's how I felt about it. I was very shocked about the whole outcoming of what happened from beginning to end, top to bottom, before we even get into what we're going to talk about here in the next few minutes. And I hear myself. Jesus Christ, I hear myself.
That's me.
But no, you good. But no, I feel like before we even get into some of the topics, is that I feel like this was maybe the best SmackDown since Rock and Roman used to be back when we had Bloodline Worthy. I feel like, and I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to get into the main topic because I know that's why people came. Is that I feel like they can sum it up. They have proved themselves that they can do it. They did it with the Bloodline story. Every week we got something good. We got some cinematic worthy TV. So I feel like, yes, they can summon this up and get to what they done. So that's just my take on it, Final Boss. If you want to have a last thoughts on it, I'll give you that, and then we'll get into the topic that I guess everyone's talking about.
Yeah, like I said, it was great. And to your point, Miami, like, hey, they can do it. And we've seen WWE do this in the past when they have had their backs against the wall and they did it. And I think a good example of that was Chamber, right? Because everything was just going so downhill, so bad. And then we had Chamber, and it was great. And we're like, oh my God. You know, we had Triple H do the press conference, which, hey, they don't do those anymore. They do post shows now. Remember that? The ESPN era. But back then they had the conferences, which is, hey, I really miss those. I wish they would bring those back. But he said, hey, do you feel like we're in WrestleMania season now? Yeah, we got to give it a couple of weeks. And we felt it. We felt, hey, we are officially in WrestleMania mode. But remember, before Chamber, things weren't going so great. And they pulled one out of the hat. So WWE, they can do it when they want to. But the question is, when do they want to? And it's like they usually do that. I'm sorry, I am sounding a little bit on the different side because I'm still recovering from being sick. So sorry. But I thank God I was able to actually talk today. Yeah, I mean, we've seen it before with them, and they usually will pull things out the hat when they have a new contract business deal that has been seen. One of the things now, hey, a lot of bad things kind of happen storyline wise for the Raw on Netflix, but look at the stars that they had come out. You had The Rock there, you had Roman there, because it was a debut of a new business deal, right? Now here we are with a newer business deal with ESPN, right? That starts this PLE. WrestlePalooza will be the first PLE with ESPN. Clash in Paris was, of course, the last one with Peacock. They did a good job of making it known that it was. You heard Michael Cole said, hey, they pretty much thank you, Future Nevers, and okay, Miami's gone. Pretty much, but thank you, Future Nevers, and thanks for having us. And now we're gonna see WWE pull out them hats because here comes the new ESPN deal, and this is what we're gonna get. And I really do think at the stage, look at me, I'm doing things. Miami, you there? Nope. Okay. But this is going to be an example of what is to come. I would assume that WrestlePalooza is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be great. Hey, because it's a debut of a new business deal. I expect probably the Raw after that to be great. So with that being said, I know it's going to be a changeover to ESPN, but I'm excited. And if this is a taste of what we're getting now with the ESPN deal, the taste we got yesterday, like, I'm excited. And like The Rock said, like, I'm going to sit back and enjoy the ride, but this time I'm going to enjoy the ride that not DWE, that's us, but that WWE and ESPN is going to take us on. But our next topic is very important, and Miami is working on being back, so hopefully he is here. Miami, are you there?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Maybe not.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my camera.
Yeah, I can hear you.
But it's not working. No, I'm sorry, I didn't get to hear your topic because I was trying to get this camera to work. I don't know what's going on with that.
I didn't have a topic. I saved it. Now I have a topic. I saved it for you. I was just saying.
Feel like, and I don't know what all you had said because I had stepped away, but the whole AJ Lee thing, I feel like, and I'm gonna just say this, and we're gonna get through some of our comments before we get to our next topic because we got quite a lot of comments on the thing. Is that I feel like the AJ Lee thing coming back was amazing. I feel like with me when it came down to it was we was suspecting it and I still liked it. It was still enough for me. With that being said, I was surprised we got both because I was like, there's no way they're gonna do Brock and AJ Lee at the same time, but we both got it. So shouts out to them. Like I say, I feel like they can build it up to Palooza and they can, like, even if it dies down after Palooza, you got another pay-per-view where you go another 3 weeks. I think when it gets close to every PLE, you start building it like no tomorrow. Now, the next PLE, I think, after this Final Boss is in Australia. So they might want too much building because I don't still know the time of that PLE. I know the last time we did it, It was at 4 a.m. in the morning, and my God, I'm not doing that again. As much as I love everyone, and everyone knows we do the PLE lives, and to someone in one of our chats that said they appreciate us doing it. With them going to ESPN first, I feel like we're gonna get some good worthy shows. That's how I feel. But let's go to a few comments, and then we're gonna go to our next topic because we almost touched 21 minutes, but it's not been 21 minutes on probably this topic. But me fighting with StreamYard and fighting with my camera, I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I'm so sorry. But shouts out to Wise Woman from ADT said, "Hello, family, happy Saturday." I think Greg said, "Hey, I'm in the comments." I don't know what that meant. And a few people couldn't hear me at first because I was fighting with my mic. Lena said hello. Shouts out to Lena. Wise Woman again said it was great, and it was just exciting to see AJ Lee. I think a lot of people was happy to see AJ Lee. Shouts out to you, Wise Woman. Greg was said that AJ was a moment. I guess it was a great moment. Let's see. Wise Woman said her husband said that whole SmackDown was centered around her LOL. Yes, Lena and Greg and Reggie pointed out to me, Final Boss, and I don't know because I know you say you seen highlights. They was like the prime energy drink was purple and black. Did you notice that?
No. But
no, I didn't either. It was a teaser.
Why is is that because of AJ Lee with her like her black, like her widow thing?
Yes. Yeah. Oh. Yes. Great. It was right there in the front of our faces. It was right there. I didn't know this.
Well, hey, it was not in the front of my face because hey, I watch highlights. It's not in front of my face. So I can't say that.
Well, it was in front of mine because I watched it. I didn't notice it until I thought about it. I said, "Yeah, they was right." CJD 2000 and 2006 said, "Yeah, SmackDown was fun. Loved the return of AJ Lee. Too much fun. Too much of as everyone in the chat. Brock, I do not care for. Yeah, a lot of people don't care for Brock, but." He's back. I don't know if this is going to be a one-off Final Boss. Like I said, we're going to get into the Brock thing too.
And then for AJ
here in a few when we get down
for
to
AJ,
a couple. Go ahead,
yeah,
Final Boss.
Yeah, for AJ, I didn't get to say enough about AJ. Just so you know, I was talking about just what we expect for WWE when he was gone. But for AJ, I loved it. I think she looks great. It's crazy. She's like a leaner version of herself. It was a flashback in time. She wore the exact same shorts that she used to wear back in the day. She even had her jelly bracelets, which in middle school we call them sex bracelets. Which was the ones that's like different colors, and we used to pop them, and they said, hey, each one made a different symbol, but they looked really cool. They're really on the grungy side, and she had a whole bunch of them on. And shouts out, I'm pretty sure she probably ordered them offline because they don't make them anymore. But she really wanted that nostalgic look to her, and she 110% pulled it off. She did her famous skip around the ring, on the way out of the ring, I should say, to the ring and out. And I think they did a good job. And hey, we wanted it for a long time. She looked great with CM Punk. We knew it was coming. They teased it heavily, and probably gonna come. It was all the signs are pointing to there, unfortunately. So we weren't surprised. We expected it to be yesterday. It was, and even if it wasn't yesterday, we knew it was coming. But with that being said, it was still really great to see her. Remember when she left, that was part of the whole CM Punk thing. People know the stories. No point of us going back into that. But remember, when she retired, she didn't really have a match. She left, as a woman should, because real partners stick together. But she left with CM Punk. And hey, I remember watching a Raw, and I believe it was Michael Cole. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she put out like a tweet, like old school tweet, I believe it was. I think it was. And I remember the announcer reading it on screen and just reading it. It was something along the lines of, girls can do whatever they want to do, like keep shining type things. And they just thanked her for all of her, for everything. And that was it. So we really didn't get a lot of closure when she left. And reports is that it's not a one-off. She's going to do a couple things. And I would hope and I expect that if it is going to be a run, or even if it's not going to be a run, if it is a one-off, Miami, I can see you, that we'll get the proper send-off of her as we should have. And I really feel like it would be very great that she stays long enough towards the end of Punk's career, and they kind of go together, because they left together under very bad circumstances, and I would love to see them leave together under a more positive circumstance, because hey, they're back, they both look great. CM Punk is in the main card. He's been in the main picture since he came back to WWE. They probably told him you're gonna be this, and
they
they
gave him a great run.
Yeah, they really did. They really did. Even without the championship, yes, the hell they did. So hopefully, that they do that, because hey, real couples stick together, and real people stay together. So, but yeah, that's what I hope. Now we don't know if it's gonna be another year that Punk is gonna be there, 2 years. That I don't know. But I hope she stays along at least for that. I'm not saying she has to be full-time. She could be part-time. But I just hope that they exit out the door together, whatever they do. And really, I would like to see them towards the end. If they are going to do my pitch with them leaving together, I would hope that they would at least do a second intergender match on their way out the door. Because right now, if you think about it, here we go with a little bit of the touchiness, right? This build between Becky and Seth and Punk and AJ Lee, this is really this kind of same setup we got with, Miz and Maurice, and John Cena and Nikki Bella. And it's just weird because we're in a place now where Nikki's back and John is back. Both are, of course, Cena's leaving. Nikki Bella's just here for a run, and she's probably going to leave too. She's on Legends deal, right? So she's not going to be there too long, right? But of course, they're not together anymore. But I just kind of feel it odd that we have this former couple in the same place, and they're running it back, on a different couple. And I feel like they're doing that not just because we won AJ Lee back for such a long time, because hell, Punk is here, right? And of course, AJ Lee had her own struggles with WWE. Punk had his own. AJ Lee had her own, which hers was not as talked about as much because they weren't. She had a book out, and there were things that were said to her, possibly done to her, and one of those things were by John Laurinaitis. And John Laurinaitis, as we know, the stepdad of the Bella twins. And according to AJ, it was something along the lines where, hey, you may be great, but you're not. No one wants to sleep. No men want to sleep with you when they see you on screen. And that's an issue for a diva. So, I mean, but with that, which is horrible. But with that being said, I just feel like they're running back the John and Nikki versus Ms. and Mrs. I'm just gonna say that now, but they're doing away with a different couple, and I feel like if Nikki and John were still together, they would have did that on this run, but they couldn't do it because hell, they're not together. John is married, Nikki's moving on, working on herself, doing other things, and they couldn't do it, so they found somebody else to do it. And honestly, it couldn't have been a better pick to do it because we have multiple couples out there. Of course, we have Naomi out with pregnancy, but we also have Luke Kaiser and Tiffany. So we have couples out there, couples that we know that are together and exist. But I think this was absolutely the best choice. Do you have anything you want to say to that, Miami? No? Maybe? Is he frozen?
I think Final Boss is glitching real bad on mine. I don't know if it's me or
nope. Yeah. I can see myself just fine. That's you frozen.
There you was a little bit. You was going in and out. I don't know. Really? Maybe it's on my maybe it's on my end. I don't know. I caught some of it, so no, I agree with you. I don't have a problem when it has couples. I think this is going to be one of those runs where I feel like they ended on a bad note that WWE is going to want to go have them go out on a good note. So I think that's what's going to happen when this couple does what it does and needs to do what it needs to do with that. Somebody, what's that? Miami. I think that Hunter Cook. Definitely 10 out of 10. Yeah, I did too. I said definitely it was a 10 out of 10 for me too. Man, I don't know what to suspect for WrestlePalooza. We already got one match announced, so we'll see that, but we'll get into that. But you got Greg, he said welcome back. Final Boss. I'm back on camera. I'm back with the mic. Everything's so it's a little crazy in the beginning. But that's how it's live, baby. If it's not live, it's not nothing. Amazing show, Greg said. He said your slogan is the radio that's not on the radio.
This is not that show.
Lee.
This is not that show.
Well, they know that Final Boss, baby, don't they?
Oh no,
I hope so. Shouts out to
AJ Lee. Oh, and Lena is saying AJ Lee didn't just return; she wrote the present, and with the echoes of her past wrestling, just changed forever. Yeah, that's a great statement by Lena. She and like I said earlier on in the episode, it was exactly that. Yeah, it was an exact blast from the past. She came in wearing the same outfit and she looked like she did over a decade ago, just more lean, definitely a lean machine, same look, same gimmick. You had a commentary on there saying, reminding us she made crazy cool. They had that famous gimmick line where crazy is a superpower, and trust me, the person who knows about crazy and badass is fucking me. So I thought it was great. Now it does kind of pinch a nerve. Hey, it is what it is. It's the bitch who can run her shit. But it pinched a nerve with me just because I didn't read her book. But I heard about the book. A lot of wrestlers have books, and one of the things that came out in her book was remember with AJ Lee, the original gimmick I remember her having was she was the girl next door, not the sexual girl next door, because that's a different thing, and that is not this kind of podcast. But she was the girl next door, was like she was the girl that was your homie. Like there was something along the lines of like, she's just the regular girl you can play video games with. That was kind of the gimmick they gave for more kind of like that cool rocker, edgy. Those were kind of like the foreseen futures of, and Miami's frozen. The foreseen futures of like your Paige and of the late great Ashley. That was kind of gimmick.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. That was kind of gimmick they gave to her, more of that, more rocker chicken. And if you didn't hear me, I said the foreseeing of people like Paige and Ashley. Ashley, I forgot her last name, the one that's no longer with us on this earth, rest her soul. Your Rias, your Ruby Sohos. That was more of the gimmick that she was back then initially. And then they switched that to the more crazy, my superpower. That's what really pushed her and got her over. However, in her book, we learned that it was a trigger for her because in actual life, she suffers from emotional, maybe I guess you could say mental, real life issues. One of them being ADHD. So they kind of used her real ADHD and made it into this crazy skipper gimmick, which granted, it got her over, it worked, we love her, it's a great idea, but it was a hard place for her because it was like them making a mockery of her real life issues. So shouts out to AJ Lee for overcoming that and being strong and saying, hey, I didn't like the idea when I got it because I knew it came from a dark place from the executives, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because that's what the fans remember me for. That's what the fans want to see. They want to see the AJ Lee that used to be. And I think that alone is empowering.
Yeah, I hear you now. Final boss. I don't know if you hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I agree with you. I remember that story with her. AJ Lee looks great, Final Boss. Let's just give it up. She looks like the girls that are in this. And if someone new was watching this, they'll ask, who is this girl? Who is this young lady? She fits in with your Tiffany's, your Stephanie Vakir. I would love to see a match between AJ Lee and Stephanie Vakir. Io Sky and AJ Lee. Can you imagine Bianca versus fucking AJ Lee? Oh my god. I mean, there's so many things you can do with her. I seen on I think it was Bailey's Instagram, or maybe it was an X, where she was at SmackDown. Naomi said she was happy that AJ's back. A lot of the ladies are happy to see her back. Charlotte and you still got Alexa, they're still doing their thing. I mean, you can do a lot with AJ Lee. There's a lot of stuff because you got a lot of, and this is good for just not the main card title, because this is where I said we should not got rid of the tag team titles, and we should not get rid of the mid card women's titles, because now you have a lot of people. You still have
what?
Liv.
Hey, we still have the tag team titles.
We're only a month in before. Yeah, no. I know that. I'm not saying that we don't, but I'm saying I'm glad we never got rid of them, because now you can do so. There's so many. There's now potential. Now my thing is this: I'm hoping, because now AJ's here, Liv is on Raw too. They're going to have to do a draft real soon and break up most of this roster up to put some of these ladies on SmackDown.
Are they really going to do the draft, though?
I mean, yeah. I don't know if they're going to do a draft. They need to do something, Final Boss. We need something quick, because...
all they're going to do... Because you know what?
on
the
both
brand,
shows.
the problem,
That's a
the
jam-packed
problem
show.
with that, the problem with that though is that remember, the brand split. That's a hard thing to say. The brand split doesn't exist anymore, so it's not going to hold the
Yeah.
same caliber for a draft anymore. That's the problem. There's no more Survivor Series, red versus blue. Those days, unfortunately for us, are behind us. And I used to love the brand split, but remember, we got into a place a number of years ago where certain rosters didn't have enough people, so we had to do the wild card rule. And then, here we are years later, and we say, hey, we're the brands, we're just gonna move people so we can have more creative control. We kind of move people around if we need them. We, depending on what show we're at. So, but the problem with that is that, hey, a lot of things go away. The Red vs. Blue Survivor Series, the draft. So remember, we have all these different entities now. We have, of course, Raw, Raw, SmackDown. We have the NXT, and then we have, the other stuff. We have you had your ID. They got rid of Speed. We have your LFG, and so we have all this stuff. And of course, we have TNA on the other side of things. We have AAA on the other side of things. So it's kind of like, how do we make that work? We have to exclusively explain, hey, it's only for main roster and just really SmackDown, Raw, and of course NXT. I mean, how do we put it all together? So this is kind of where we're at now. And you also have to remember is that a lot of these greats that you're seeing, the John Cena's, the CM Punks, Seth Rollins probably going to stay, but the Becky Lynch's, the AJ Lee's, the Nikki Bellas, of course, the John Cena's, the Roman, I think it's supposed to stay now, but we can just do Roman's name in there. All of these great people, they're going to be around in a year or two, because if they're not, then what's going to be the true of that draft? Remember, we had it where Brock could not be drafted because CM Punk, Paul Heyman said no. We had Roman do it last with Paul Heyman, and he wasn't really part of that draft. They were free agents, just like John Cena was. But when we let go, or when those, I shouldn't say we let go, but when those legends are no longer actively on that roster, how does that affect the draft? We're not going to have the oohs and ahs no more, because you're not going to have those big stars, and you're wondering where they're going to go. You're going to have the up and comers. You're going to have, of course, the regular cards, the mid cards and the lower mid cards. It's not going to have the same caliber. When the draft came, we all wanted to know, where was Roman going to go? Was a bloodline going to go? Back in the day, we wanted to know, where was Cena going to go? Where was, before things went the way they were with Brock Lesnar, where's Brock Lesnar going to go? That was the questions that we have. And in years from now, when those people are not around or actively wrestling WWE no more, do you really want to see a draft? That draft is mainly going to be really call-ups, I would assume. So, I mean, that's the question. And with that being said, because it seems like you are a big fan of draft, and it's probably because you're such a big sports fan, because you're used to doing the draft in sports. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with what I said? And how do you think the draft is going to even change? Just now knowing that and putting that into perspective.
Well, this is the thing, when if they're going to do it, Final Boss, I don't see a way. Only way they can make this feel special, you're going to have to stay AA in this. The only way. You're going to have to throw the caution to the wind, where you can get a dominant drafted to AA. You can get a Roman Reigns in TNA. Like some wild stuff that will be like, whoa. Saying some like, this not just happened, because that's what happens in the draft. So I do agree with you. If they're done with it, I'm cool. But if you're going to do this, WWE, and if you're listening, because it does seem like you guys peek in and check us out. We're already at 107. Shouts out to all 107 people. it seems like to me, because I guess everyone came to see Final Boss Baby, the return of the beautiful Final Boss Baby.
Hey, that's because I've been gone for a long time. I've been at work, I've been sick, and I've been dealing with a whole bunch of bullshit. So hey, I have been gone for a long time, and I'm still sick. I'm still sick, and I didn't think I was gonna make it because
you are.
Hey, my voice is in and out. I was dehydrated the other day. Thought I was gonna be in the hospital with IV. So, and as you know, lives are a little bit more hard to do. You have to be in a place and the time. There's internet issues. You can't do it really on the road. So, hence the radio, and not on the fucking radio. I can do that on the go. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna trademark that shit, you fucking bitches, because that is the best damn tagline there is out there. But yeah, it's only because I have not been on in about maybe almost a month now, if you think about it. But those who turned in last week got to see behind the scenes pick. Now we're gonna pause it because it's important that we do this. They got to see behind the scenes because they got to see the members of WWE that you don't see. Okay, I am the unseen bling. Those two are the ones that you don't see, and that is Reggie, and that is Greg. That is Reggie, who is the director of our PR team. That is Greg, who is in charge of promotions and media. And for the first time ever, once in a lifetime, this is not the Rock and Roman. We want that, but the Rock and Cena twice in a row. That was a one-time only. That was an exclusive for WWE to be on here. They did a great job. It was the biggest shit since goddamn sliced bread. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm running out of taglines. That's how great it was. And so that was important. And if you like that, and if you like that, you are gonna love who may come next week. This guy who may come next week is someone that we have wanted for a long time. It is someone who has put the boots to the ground, has put the work in. It is someone that is not here for the bullshit. It is someone that you've seen around. It is someone that you may or may not know. It is someone that you probably have passed by. And unfortunately, that person had to work.
Well, I'm going to say
next week. Next week. If not next week,
I'm going to address this when it.
I'm froze. There you go.
Well, when it comes to this, I'm just going to say this. Hey, man, it's not by design that I'm doing these things two times out the week now. We appreciate everyone who subscribes, likes to our stuff. Reggie and Greg, we're already at 2K total views, and it's not even the end of the month. We're at 2K of all the things that we have done now, because I have the app that keeps up with the algorithm and the numbers of what we do. A lot of likes, a lot of stuff that we got, a lot of comments. I think this month here, we're going to beat all the numbers that we have been getting since we have been doing Talk It Up wrestling. We're on this new journey. It's just I'm finna reach a new level, man. When you don't see Final Balls, you're going to definitely see me. I'm going to have to carry this torch to the mountaintop. So let's just say that. So get ready for this ride, because
the day the Rock retires is the day that I retire. And for those who've been around since we're part of that other company, no, I'm gonna go ahead and say I think I'm part of a different no, not that company. The company that used to be our company, we had to go ahead and change names for. The company that I made all the names for. I said that I was gonna retire.
Those were good days now. Those were good days.
I said that I was going to retire with John Cena. And I'm gonna retire.
Yeah, you must have been gone.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? Things happen. We didn't have this show back then. We didn't have the radio, not on the fucking radio, DW radio. We didn't have those shows. We were we were on Spaces.
Let's hope that when it's said and done, I don't know how my new mic sounds, guys. So hopefully it sounds
great. Now,
good.
Have you been having?
It sounds great.
Like issues, yes, but you do sound great.
Well, yes,
yeah.
I am
not like Miami. Unfortunately, my money does not go towards equipment. So
well, I'm doing it. Like I say, I'm doing everything for a reason because it's time to step up. It's time to.
My money will still go
to start putting things.
So unfortunately, I hope
DW and talk it up.
I hope that my little HP laptop is doing it for you guys because I'm probably not gonna buy any equipment.
Oh, I mean, hey, you're always your mic, your whatever mic and stuff you're using is great.
Oh, it's
a great mic.
This Walmart PC. So, shouts out to Walmart.
Hey, you got me looking like I'm rich then because I'm over here using a Walmart HP then.
Well,
you got me looking great.
It's HP. The only thing difference between mine and Miami's is that
look at that.
Well, mine's is blue, but the only difference between mine's and Miami's is that mine's does not have a virus on it like Miami's did. So.
Well, yes, and Lord, Jesus, do not take me back to those days.
But you know what? But that goes to show you. And
let's get into our next
second. But hey, that just goes to show you that you have to be careful about where we go because we found out that virus was attached to a regular DW graphic picture, so that stuff can happen. And with that being said, I want to segue this just for a second because I haven't used this site before. But this site was a pirate site, an illegal site that was for wrestling that was recently shut down. And I saw it on my timeline. And for those who know, I used to watch a lot more wrestling back in the day, right? And then I kind of moved away and I kind of came back. I'm watching this product for about 25 years. But I used to use a lot of sites because I used to watch TNA very heavy. I dabbled in New Japan a little bit. And with that being said, I was on those sites and it completely malwared and Trojan horse my laptop, which I still have because it's important to me. It's old Final Boss lady in her 20s on there. It's stuff I have from college on there. So I still have it. It still turns on, but it is a nightmare. And so that's what happens. And this is why, last segue, that it's important that we do the PLEs that we do because it's a way of giving back to our fans, our community. When we do the live PLEs where you can watch the PLE, you always will see that. Sometimes you see Miami, sometimes you see Final Boss Lady, or sometimes you see us both. But that will help someone else from not going through what I went through by looking at sites that will harm your device. It doesn't cost anything. We don't charge people. We don't ask for anything back in return besides come support us, see us, love us. Maybe leave us a comment or two. Maybe subscribe.
Subscribe.
Maybe ask to be in our chat. Maybe send me Cash App money. I don't know. PayPal, Zelle, whatever the case may be. Hey.
So you say you got people that using Cash App money.
Well, hey, if you can send it. But all jokes aside, no, really. And that's why. Because hey, I lost a whole PC of that. I've tried virus protectors and all that stuff, and it doesn't help. Had to buy a brand new one. I actually bought this one because we did a stream with someone else, and using StreamYard on your phone is just it works, but it's very, very limited functionality. But okay. With that being said, make sure you see us WrestlePalooza. Same thing, live, free watch. We're gonna have the millions and millions watching it. But go ahead, Miami.
That's Final Boss, baby, y'all. Let's go to the Brock Lesnar was on SmackDown, Final Boss. I know you did. You get to see it. And this is going to kind of segue into our next topic because I do want to talk about the Sami Zayn United States Opening Challenge because I know how much you love the Open Challenge. But I want to talk about Brock. We got to see Brock. He came in, he beat down Sami, and he F5 John twice. After the commercial, we came back. Brock said, "Hey, see you at WrestlePalooza." You know what? You know, I can't say it because we're on YouTube.
Hey. He's been saying that line for a long time. Remember, years ago, it was what? Suplex City. What? Suplex City. What it was.
Hey, Suplex City was
Suplex City. Remember that whole song he had come out?
Hey, we all know what Suplex City started at. It started with John Cena. Let's just be real. It started with John now. Because, I mean, he put a hurting on John. He put a hurting on John. Like, that match was, and John said that, hey, one of our best matches was one of the greatest matches. Shouts out 88 watchers on the YouTube live side. Shouts out to y'all. I see y'all. I just peeked in there and I look and I was like, wow, where are you people at? We just hopped out. I guess Final Boss up here saying that all the stuff she's back and y'all will see her on PLE. People came, your fans, they're here, Final Boss.
Hey,
see how people come and see you.
I have been gone for a while. I will always be on WWE radio, but this is a little bit hard for me. You know, it's internet connections and stuff like that, and setting up.
You're saying that the people should come and support me more because I'm holding it down.
Because remember, the person that is talking, you hear my voice? The person that is talking next to me is your CEO. Remember that? Without Miami the Great, there is no WWE. There is no Final. Well, also exists, but there would be no Talking Up. There would be no radio on the fucking radio. There would not be the boss lady that you know. I'll still be me, but it wouldn't be the one that you know, and that's important to remember that. So hey, when I'm not here, we have Miami, and hopefully, pretty soon, when he's not here, we'll have somebody else. So
we just broke a record. We just broke a record, Final Boss. First time ever on YouTube without us doing our PLEs. We're already at 304 viewers for the podcast side. So shouts out to us. So let's just go ahead and get out of the way. What was your thoughts about Brock Lesnar on SmackDown?
So, like I said, I talked to you earlier on that day, and I saw a report that he was scheduled to be there. And we kind of knew it because we knew they advertised it to be Cena's last SmackDown, which he said on the way out to the ring when he confronted Sami Zayn. He said it's his last time on SmackDown, so he actually confirmed it. And I'm not going to lie. I want to go ahead and say this. I was not a big fan of the how they turned Cena back to be face, because they could have did so much with that. But now that I've seen it for a couple of weeks now, for some reason, seeing him come out last night, it just felt right. It felt like that was a Cena that I really need to see. And maybe it's because, and if you feel the same, please say it in the comments, because we know, man, we're in September, that we're in the last stretch of us seeing him, and it just felt good to see him do the salute, let's get to work. Last time on SmackDown, it just felt great. And I just want to go ahead and just say that. We just got the John Cena, we got that, and it just felt great. It made me forget about how disappointed I was when he turned back face in a promo. It just felt good, right? But with that being said, and I'm gonna go back to that because I really want to talk about the Sami Zayn part in him because that part is important. Okay. But seeing Brock Lesnar come out, yeah, it was rumored he was gonna be there again. Probably again why the tickets were almost $30K to sit on floor seats for SmackDown. Oh look, hey, Carissa's in here. Hey, Carissa.
Well, it's 436 people
hey,
here, so we don't
really see Carissa around like that. She's in our chat. She does great in our chat. We don't really see her too much on the other side, so nice to see her. With that being said, yeah, Brock came out. People cheered, and Brock has a lot of. I don't want to say a lot of, but he has some heat behind him. We know. There's no point of us talking about it here. But see him come out and doing what he does best, which is what? Man of little words, man of a lot of action. He comes out, does his suplex city on you, and he might say a catchphrase of what he said, and then that's it. It was great to see him. He looked like the Brock Lesnar we saw last time, with the hair pulled back, the country style looking gimmick of him, but also kind of a mix between UFC Brock Lesnar and country style Brock Lesnar, kind of like that on him. But the only thing though is, man, he doesn't have Paul Heyman anymore. He doesn't have a mouthpiece. Do you feel, man, I gotta blow my nose, man. But do you feel like it's needed? Do you still feel like in 2025 that he needs that mouthpiece?
No. And shout out to Brock Lesnar. He's proven that he doesn't need Paul Heyman. It was something that you had a conversation with me a long time ago. And it hurted me when you tell me about Roman and Paul. And my God, I'm still not going to lie to you. I don't care what no one says. Roman and Paul may be the greatest pairing since The Undertaker and Paul Bearer. Somebody has to say it. I feel like Paul Heyman is a great, if you want to call him an advocate, the oracle, the wise man, the concierge, whatever you want to call Paul Heyman. Because don't forget, Paul has managed Roman's, most of his family, Stone Cold. This guy has The Undertaker. A lot of people don't remember that. He's managed a lot of guys. There has been a lot of Paul Heyman guys. And don't get me wrong. Him and Paul they were great together. But Brock has proven that he don't need Paul. He doesn't need a mouthpiece because guess what? We already knew Brock is a man of few words anyway. He's not going to cut a promo. He's going to come in, beat your butt, and go. That's that old style. If you like Boston, smash you in the mouth. We're out. We're done. We're gone. I'm out of here and I'm gone. So I don't think he needs Paul Heyman final balls because Paul has done everything with him. And I think we're now seeing, and as much as it pains me, because I threw out last week. Oh man, not last week, but this past week here when I was on the X and YouTube side with Reggie and Greg was I want Roman and Paul to be back together, but that's me and my feelings. I'm just gonna be honest. That's just me and my feelings because I love Roman.
Okay, that's your feelings, but do you think it's gonna happen though?
No, well, I don't think, to be honest, if things go the way we think they're gonna go, from what we heard, and this is if The Rock comes back. If they're going to do this Rock thing, because we're hearing that, hey, The Rock's going to do the match, but he's not retiring, which is interesting because we thought that, I'm not going to lie, I thought Roman and Rock was going to be the last match. But it seems like,
we can't say that. So I still believe that Roman will be Rock's last opponent. But
so okay,
I feel like,
is
they're
this.
actually, but I feel like that it may not be a one-time match, which is smart because I feel like the original one, the first one, Rock should win, and the last one, Roman should win. I feel like they have to kind of
So do
build
you
that
think?
story.
So are you thinking that both of these? Let's just say what's WrestleMania? We're going into WrestleMania 42.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is WrestleMania 42, if I'm not
It's
mistaken.
42. It's
Somebody
42.
might correct.
It's 42, just like you.
Yes. Okay. So okay. By then I'll be 43. But anyway,
Oh.
I'll be an old man. But going into 42, let's just say they do that match.
Yeah.
Let's say they say, well, okay, we're gonna do Rock and Roman. Rock wins the first match at WrestleMania. Are you running this back the next WrestleMania, which will be WrestleMania 43? That's what you're saying.
Maybe if they can drag it out that long. Now it's not. Now we know.
Are you gonna just do it? Are you gonna do it? Okay. Remember, Rock debut at what, SummerSlam, or was it Survivor Series?
That's a good question. I thought it was Survivor Series.
I can't remember. I think it was either or. Somebody. I'm pretty sure. I'm surprised we don't got no one in the comments saying. So.
I'm not that old. Now, hey, you know how I feel about. You know how I feel about older men. I'm surprised we don't got
people in the comments.
But I'm not that old.
Getting on us. We need some real wrestling fans in here. Tell us about this. Somebody go on Google and Google this for us. Help us out over here. We struggling over here.
Man, hold on.
471 people. Come on, guys. When did The Rock debut?
Where is Stampede? Where is Stampede? And shouts out to Stampede.
I don't know. He might be busy.
Shouts out to the collective. Shouts out to WrestleFish. Shouts out to Carlos. Shouts out to Slick. Shouts out to Gramps. Shouts out to everyone from the collective. But where is Stampede? Where's the dictionary? Man,
I don't know. This is what we get when we don't have the dictionary in the live.
Yeah, I think they're doing something right now.
But what I feel like, wherever he debuted at.
Oh, wait a minute. The director of promotions has spoken. 96 at SummerSlam.
Okay, so SummerSlam. So okay, if they do it at WrestleMania, they need to do it at SummerSlam. That needs to be his last match. It's when he debuted. And is where he ends his career.
Remember, we are in a place where SummerSlam now is 2 nights, and it's one of the big. Well, it has really been like their second biggest show. I would say first you have the WrestleMania. I think really it used to be like Royal Rumble, and then we had SummerSlam, and then it kind of drips down from there. But now that it's 2 nights, it's definitely on their higher, bigger show card. So they could do it that way, but my whole thing is that I do feel like and man, we're on Rock and Roman, but I do feel like Roman will still be Rock's last opponent, but I think they're just gonna run it back more than once and kind of finish out that story, because even though we would love to have Rock and Roman, and we'll be okay to have that match because we wanted it. But think about it. Without the right build, we're just going to go ahead and remember the initial build that transitioned over to Cody, and just say, hey, we're just happy to be here. We're just happy to have the match. And I feel like WWE kind of knows that. They know they can do it, and it just we'll be okay with that. We'll pay the $50,000. We'll pay $1 million, and we can rob banks to get it. But I feel like if they were smart, they could drag it out. They could have more dates. They could have more butts and seats, and they can do it They can do it more than once and have it go out the proper way and kind of make up for all of this push and pull that has been going on with the story over the last, really 2 years now. So, there it is. Now, to your question, if it's going to be at the following WrestleMania, which will be 43. And would it be at SummerSlam? right now they're both big, and the way that WrestleManias have been going, at this point they can have it at SummerSlam, because WrestleMania ain't what it used to be until they fix it, which they probably will now, because now with ESPN. But the last WrestleMania, it was not it. We have this SmackDown is better than WrestleMania. Like, let's cut the crap. So I mean, they can do it either one. But yeah, and I definitely want to talk about Sami and Cena. But do you have anything else on Rock and Roman?
No. We'll see what they're gonna do with
Wait a minute.
Oh, see, Step. You know what, Stampede? You get like Joe Henry. We called you and you are here. See, thank you. See, Stampede loves us. Final Ball. Stampede loves us. He still loves us.
Well, okay, so he's saying that this Rock and Reign stuff has been going on for years, which it has. Time to move on and focus on the main roster and not the return pops. I mean, yeah, but we kind of are doing that with the Brock Lesnar and the AJ Lee. It's the same thing. It's a return pops, I guess.
Well, I think. Well, there's nothing wrong with Estasia. We all love Estasia.
You have to mix
exactly, because I mean, us old fans. I love the Stings. I love the Undertakers. I'm still a Stone Cold fan. I'm still a Kane fan. Rock when he was the Rock. I mean, even now
Kane, you a Kane fan? Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I love man, the Big Red Machine, man. Hold up now. Man, I love when Kane and Undertaker come out now, man. Hold up now. Man, hey, Kane and Undertaker was they was my guys back then, man. I used to mess with them like hard. I love Kane and Undertaker. Like those you remember what was the one that used to come out with who's Sheamus almost got his gimmick kind of I can't think of his name. He used to come out with a shillelagh too. I cannot think of his name. Finley. I liked it, Finley.
I love Finley.
Like those.
He goes,
exactly.
My name is Finley, and I love to fight.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Kind of like Sheamus is the Finley for this generation, so there's nothing wrong, because that's sort of like a style. It's just like though. When a lot of people saying KO.
Wait a minute now, you cannot say this generation, because as we have saw with Sheamus, he's pretty much past what he was. He's not that Celtic warrior that he was when he was winning titles, all that stuff, when he was doing that. He's not the same build as we got with him with the bar.
And that's okay, because I
feel. Go ahead.
No,
I can hear you. Go ahead.
No, you froze up on me there.
Oh, okay.
No, you froze up on me, so I don't know what happened. I was like, is she still talking? No, I agree with you on that, because I still feel like Sheamus is that Finley character for this generation. I just feel like it's just that.
I remember reading something, and I forgot where I read it because it was years ago, that they had this idea of this like mythical Irish person is what Sheamus was supposed to be. That's what his character is based out of. Just like mythical type of thing, which is kind of a great thing, kind of like exotic for me. But yeah, I can't say this generation, because Sheamus is not the same Sheamus that we saw, decades ago. Well, a decade ago. He's back. He looks great now, but the booking of him and the character feel on him is not what it was. He was top guy back in the day. Well, I said years ago he was a top guy, part of one of the arguably one of the highest tag teams at the time.
Yeah, and still the bar. I love the bar.
But hey, and like it, and hey, and like the bar said, hey, DWE, we don't just set the bar, we are the bar. All right, so hey, but yeah, it doesn't feel the same, which is okay, because we remember Sheamus for the runs that he had. I remember those times. I remember him being the Celtic warrior. I remember, the bar. So for me, Sheamus now feels like what they made what was his original name? But his last name was Butch. Butch.
Oh, Butch. Oh, yeah. Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne. Yeah.
Pete
He
Dunne.
feels
I
like
feel like Pete Dunne could have been that modern day Sheamus if they would have been, because I think when he came on the main roster, Pete Dunne was just not done right.
Yeah,
he never after
he
you
was
after
great.
him.
Remember,
Now,
wasn't
Gunther,
Pete Dunne like
the
first ever UK champion for NXT? Remember that?
Yeah,
that was Pete Dunne.
I remember. I remember the fights between him and Gunther. Well, back then it was called Walter, but yeah, him and Gunther had some bangers, man. They had some bangers.
Banger at the banger.
Yeah, exactly. But let's get into Sami Zayn. He came out, Final Balls. This how we got to the Brock Lesnar stuff. But he came out when John Cena made his promo. Beautiful promo from John Cena. Let's just say that. You can really tell that we're getting down to the end, guys. It was not one of the greatest runs. We've said that a lot of times throughout Talk It Up and also on DWE Radio, but I'm not going to lie, Final Boss. This promo made me feel like I'm going to miss John Cena. I'm going to miss John Cena. And we got come out. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead and set it up. Go ahead.
Came out with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, he got booed. We was in Chicago, Final Boss, and Sami got booed. Not saying that he was a bad guy, but the crowd really wanted to hear Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn asked John Cena for his blessings to bring back the United States Open challenge. As you're doing your thumbs down. So I'm guessing you're not liking this Open challenge because you was a fan of the John Cena Open challenge.
No. You know why? It's bullshit. Because and then what Stampede said, they never figured out Pete Dunne on the main roster. They pushed him over to Bush and all that stuff.
Amen to that, Stampede.
But no, the reason why I'm not happy, the reason why I assume everybody else is not happy is because John Cena, back in the day, the franchise, right? John Cena, well, it was actually a little bit before. That was actually after, I think. But John Cena had took a mid-card title because remember, United States Championship, those are your mid-card titles. But John Cena took that title and elevated it up so high. It was one of the best things he has ever I shouldn't say that. It was one of the things he's remembered for a lot, but it was definitely the biggest thing that has ever happened with United States Championship in a long, long time. And a lot of us remember John Cena for that run with the United States Championship. And I had hopes that they were going to have that replay itself with this run, and they didn't. And to hear Sami Zayn say, "Give me your blessings," it only just put that nail in the coffin that we are not going to see John Cena have that Open challenge. We're probably not going to see him have, even at all, have United States title run at all, if that. And it's a heartbreaking thing because it just now maybe granted props to WWE for making it known like you guys are not getting this. You are not getting this with Cena. The best we can do, let you know you're not getting the shit, and we're gonna put it in the promo, right? But it hurt me because we know we're not gonna get that run, that iconic run for Cena. So yes,
But no, I feel like, and you're looking at this, you want it with Cena, and I respect that. But this is where I feel like, and this is the thing that Stampede was saying. And I know Sammy's not new, but it's kind of like passing the torch. This gives us guys that we haven't seen the Mellows, because people feel like Mello hasn't got a great shape. Aleister Black, Priest. I don't think Priest has ever went for the United States title. I can let me see. I can think maybe someone in solo.
Wait a minute, because look who is here.
Hi guys. What's up to the EVP?
But yeah, for those who have missed, EVP's here, and we brought him up earlier on in the show. We hope to have him in the future on the show and do some great things with them. But yeah, what were we talking about again? Yep, the EVP.
Hold
on, wait a minute now.
And the open
the
challenge,
EVP
you saying you don't like the open challenge.
Hold on, because EVP's at work. Hey, the EVP is here to let us motherfucking know. Wait a minute. He'll see us soon. We're
sorry
love.
to the 200 people on the YouTube side. She's not used to this.
Oh, hey, Dev. That's Dev. Hey, Dev.
Say hi, y'all.
Shouts out to the collective wonderful. Because that is Dev.
Just one of the people on YouTube. So shouts to you. Hi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but that's Dev from the collective. Shouts out to them.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's Dev.
You had Dominic that said he wanted to do that too. Dominic said he wanted to do that too.
Oh, the Grand Slam.
Dominic said he wanted to fight John Cena. John had said he wanted to fight Don too. So we'll see.
Well, there's a thing where and I don't understand. I can't quote it too much, but there's this thing where, like, the Grand Slam. Yeah, we know Miz is a Grand Slam. Who else was that Grand Slam champion besides Miz?
He doesn't let us forget. Who else?
Who else?
Who else was the Grand Slam?
Oh yeah, besides Miz.
Oh, Roman.
No, besides Roman.
You got Roman. You got
Is it
I think
is it Seth Rollins? Yeah, HBK is. But it's more recent.
Seth Rollins is definitely one. Seth, you got
I think it was said that the Grand Slam was different for like Miz and Roman because something with a particular title. They had like a different name for it. So I have to do my homework. Hopefully I can be here next week. If not, see EVP. But it was a different type of Grand Slam. Like there's different ones. There's two different ones. It's like a all version and like
because I think it's because it's just like it goes with the women's Grand Slam because Becky, Charlotte, and all of them are Grand Slam champions, but you also now introduced this United States title, women's title, and now the IC women's title. And if they win those, they'll become Grand Slam champion again. So I think you can become, when they introduce a new title, you become second because I would not be surprised if some of the men are two-time Grand Slam champions. Matter of fact, I think Miz is one. Because every time they introduce, I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure someone said they were because when you say two times, most of the majority of the time they might have created a new title, they might renamed it, things like that. So I feel like the Grand Slam for me is something that I feel like everyone wants to accomplish. It's almost like getting close to having a great yards on the field or being recognized and breaking a record.
Wait a minute now. Stampede said they have 23 titles. Final Boss Lady will be doing her homework till late 2026. Oh man.
Well, hey, my hearts go out to you, Final Boss. You might want to get on it. I'm gonna let you go a little bit early and finish the show then. Man, but no, I mean, I like this because I feel like, and it was something Stampede said earlier, this gives us new people to now appear and get to see new. So that's just my opinion on it, Final Boss. And then we're going to go to a few things of what we're going to think what's going to happen next week
and also
on SmackDown, because
but the thing is, the last thing about the Sami Zayn come out. He's breaking up.
Some say prediction.
Yep, Miami's breaking up. Let me go ahead and show these here comments.
I think I'm lagging.
I'm here.
Oh. You said that? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, there you go.
Am I? No, I can hear you.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. Look at it. It's perfect.
I heard you all the time. I was waiting for you to finish.
No, you were in and out. But no, the last thing I want to say about the Sami Zayn and John Cena. Okay. Oh, Mysterio became a Grand Slam champion. Oh, okay.
Okay. With Mysterio now.
Okay, I
gotta be Rey Mysterio.
The idea, because hey, we had the build of Brock Lesnar. Don't like him, like the idea of the build, but I'm also like disappointed because we won't see John Cena held United States Championship, which we weren't gonna see anyway. But just kind of having the match, great that he had a match on SmackDown on TV and not just the promo was great. Just actually get a match out of him is lovely. But yeah, like I got disappointed because we're not gonna see Cena be champion, because obviously we had the Brock Lesnar run-in. So I'm kind of sad about that. But I feel like, hey, even if we can't do the open challenge, man, I really wish Cena could have had that title, could have had United States Championship on this run. Man. But do you think we're ever going to see Sami Zayn and Cena cross paths again on this last stretch? I say no, because we got too little of a time, and Cena, he got to go, he got to move. But do you think that we should? You think we should revisit that again?
I think it's going to be down to two. I think it's going to be down to maybe three people when Cena on his last match. And this list is going to probably be wild. The last guys that he might face will probably either be Dominic Mysterio or Carmelo Hayes or Braun Breaker. Those are the only
Carmelo
ones I can think
Hayes
of that he can end this career
on. Carmelo Hayes,
because
the guy that they don't put down. They used to be.
Yes, he needs it. Don't forget, Carmelo Hayes is one. Hey, a lot of people forget that Carmelo Hayes has won the Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
He won the Andre Giant Memorial now, Final Boss. I mean,
wait a minute now.
I don't like him with me.
Wait a minute now. Okay, he's saying Gunther? Man.
Oh, Lord. Did they already do that match? I thought they did that match already. Did they?
That was Jay.
I might be mistaken.
That's Jay. And hey, no, we're not doing that because
I know they did him and Jay.
Minute.
I mean, yeah.
Wait a minute. Hey, remember now. Gunther was my Bill Goldberg's last match. Could you imagine if they did that with Cena?
So y'all gonna have Gunther retire all the legends?
Yep.
Oh Lord. And when he gets Randy Orton,
don't worry,
Randy
don't worry, because guess what? Guess what? Gunther's gonna be it's gonna be Roman's last match. He's gonna be The Rock's last match. He's gonna be Seth Rollins' last match. He gonna be CM Punk's last match.
Oh Lord.
He gonna be AJ Styles' last match. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Yeah, they might even bring back Taker.
AJ Styles.
And that'll be his last match.
AJ Styles.
Yup.
Undertaker, I thought he was already gone.
Hey, might bring him back.
Lord. Well, I thought we did it. I thought we did the Taker thing. So there's that.
Who else needs
But
retirement? Oh, Chris Jericho's supposed to come back. Chris Jericho, Gunther, last match.
Punk? CM Punk?
Yeah, I already said that.
CM Punk?
Yeah.
Oh, you said? Well, those are the only guys, I think. I think so far, those are the only guys.
Who else?
I think they were the only
Mysterio?
one so far.
Rey Mysterio? Shit.
But I gotta. Oh, that you got comments. I think we pressed the button at the same time. That's what it is. You messing with me. I'm thinking the thing messing up over here. Why are we having a battle with the thing? But next week on SmackDown Final Boss, I got the list of little things that they will have going on. They're saying Brock Lesnar will be live on SmackDown. What's your prediction on what Brock is going? Is you think because you just was saying that he needed someone, a mouthpiece. Do you think he's going to do a promo? Because John is not going to be there. But what you're thinking we're going to get out of Brock Lesnar?
Probably
next week because he's going to be live there.
Probably a three sentence promo with a lot of cuss words.
Ooh, on USA?
Well, they're gonna bleep it out.
So you saying they're gonna let him get away with stuff like The Rock did?
Because they didn't
bleep it out when he went to the back. So hey, USA might be a little. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what I think it's gonna just be a little promo, right? I think finally Brock is gonna say why he's been attacking John Cena. I think we're gonna finally get to see because we never got that answer why Brock was attacking on Cody.
Well,
so I mean, maybe they're finally gonna say, "Hey, let's do this right. Let's do this the right way." We're gonna come out.
And you know what? And then
tell us why he's been attacking.
And then also remember with Cena, we're not gonna get the Rock and Cena no more. That ship sailed. So there's that.
Well, I don't know because you were saying he
got
a lot of more matches.
I mean, to be honest, if they don't do it,
I ain't putting that past
nothing
no
Cena,
hey,
I would be okay with it because they did it twice, 2 years back to back. But if they were smart, they would have, if Rock was available, they'll have Rock say, kind of bring it up because it's the last time he said, "I'm gonna beat your ass one last time." That's what it should say. But I mean, I'm okay if they don't because we had that ending. And that's how it should feel when wrestlers retire. We should have not even when they retire, even when that storyline has ended.
We'll see.
That's how it should feel. When a storyline has ended, that's how it should feel. It should feel like the ending it was so good. I don't need to see it revisited again. That's how it should feel.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. That's true. I know I just seen somebody in the comments you put it up. We're going to get Drew versus Randy Orton. Right. I'm surprised that this didn't happen on WrestlePalooza Final Balls. I guess Cody's not coming no time soon. Because now it seems like they're billing Cody versus Randy. Or do you think Cody does return and interferes in this match? And this is how we get to Drew versus Cody. When we, on the Randy and Drew McIntyre's match.
I mean, hey, if they want to do it, they can. Because I'm not really excited for it. I'm just not. It just doesn't feel. For some reason, Drew don't feel the same. I feel like they haven't really done a good job of building. Well, they haven't done a good job building him at all. In general,
do you feel the same way about Randy too? What about Randy?
I feel like. What really hurt Randy this run around is the injury with Kevin Owens. I feel like if Kevin Owens didn't have that neck injury,
the back. Are you talking about the back injury?
No.
Kevin Owens. No. Randy was in the neck injury angle.
Right, but they were building something with Randy and KO. And that's what happened. Because remember, it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, remember Randy came out. Remember that? So they were building that. And then, of course, we got the news about the neck injury, and then we couldn't really take it to the next level. But I feel like if that didn't happen with Kevin Owens, we would have gotten, a better run with Randy. I think that really hurt him. I feel like he hasn't recovered from that story having to be shelved with this run. And I think the only run since Kevin Owens has stepped away that I liked was him and Cena. That was it. I think we owe CJ $10.
I think you're gonna like this last match because you said this young lady. We owe $10. What we owe you $10 for? What? Hey, Oos, why we owe you money, Oos?
Well, we already had.
I think you're gonna like this last match.
Oh, Miami's frozen.
Did we get Cena Randy?
Yeah.
Am I frozen? I'm not frozen.
No, there you go. No, we got Cena Randy. Didn't we get Cena Randy?
Oh, okay.
We got Cena Randy.
Hey, look,
that's what we did.
I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old.
Nope, it's not there. You know why? Because
maybe we did. I don't know.
The Cena run is so underwhelming. We can't even remember his opponents anymore. That is a say. Yes, Backlash. Well, yep, Backlash. That's the problem. That is a problem. That's a problem that wrestling fans who have been watching the show for 25 plus years cannot remember something that happened less than a year ago because the run is so bad. See, Leslie, hey, she didn't remember it. So this shows you that the run is not rememberable. Man.
I don't know.
Oh, Miami's frozen again. He's frozen in time. I like the movie Frozen.
Well, I know you're gonna like this last match because you said this young lady doesn't barely defend her title, but you're gonna get Tiffany versus Jade on SmackDown. I like it because you said she never defends her title on regular SmackDown. But I think there's going to be an interference by Nia Jax, and this is going to become a triple threat match at WrestlePalooza.
Man, but let's be honest. Does it feel the same? I think it's not title
for someone else.
Does it feel the same? Does it feel the same
on
now?
This match when it was to Jade and Tiffany.
Does it feel the same
next week?
Does it feel the same now? And of course, Naomi is out on maternity leave. Does it feel the same now that Bianca is out healing her hand? Does it feel the same now that Liv Morgan is out?
I'm not gonna lie.
Does it feel the same now because now we got the return back of Becky.
Yes.
Now we have the return back of long-awaited AJ Lee. Does Tiffany and Jade feel the same anymore? No. We've got the return of Charlotte also too. But does it feel the same anymore when people like Tiffany and Jade now? No, it feels like it's a thought for me. It's an afterthought because we got all this stuff going on. And I feel like because that is the case, now is the time to take that belt off Tiffany and freshen it up. They have to now. Oh, Miami's frozen again.
I told you that a couple months ago. I said that's Yeah. And this is why I say 1, we need a draft. 2, we need to do something with when it comes to Jay and Tiffany. I'm not gonna lie, it's time. You got to put this title on Jade. You got to. I know there's no Naomi and her no more, and we haven't seen Bianca for a while. We not heard no updates. They haven't done no angles. They haven't been teasing that thing. I don't know, Final Boss. Something's going to have to give here. But I think it won't be. I don't think it will be Bianca interfering. I think it's going to be Nia Jackson, and they're going to turn this into a triple threat match. Now, if they're going to do it at WrestlePalooza, will Tiffany lose? I don't know, because like you said, it seems like she's beating everyone. They might keep the title on her for a while. I don't know.
I mean,
and Final Boss, your mic is mute.
Yeah, okay, I mean, they can do that, but I feel like at this point, because we got all of these return legends, you know, like Nikki Bella, like Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and of course, very long awaited AJ Lee. Unless they decide to spice up this championship run with Tiffany or have her finally lose it, it's going to not feel the same anymore when she does lose it. That championship is not going to hold the same prestige and power anymore because it's an afterthought now. We are no longer going absolutely crazy when we see Tiffany come out. We used to when we wanted to have the her and Charlotte match before Charlotte came back. And of course we got it and it wasn't great. But Tiffany needs to feel like a bigger deal. We wanted her to have the pink briefcase, which is what she had. We wanted her to cash it in, which is what she did, and be successful in cash in, which is what she did. Because she's young, you know, she's beautiful. She's, you know, she's, you know, when she's paired with the right person, she can be good in the ring. But the potential is there. But now it's being overshadowed by a lackluster title run and legends returning. So you're going to have to do something with that. You're going to have to do something to have it be something. Because at this point, if all they're going to do is her whole status and her whole gimmick, besides being, you know, it's Tiffany time, is I'm going to be the longest reigning women's championship, then we're just going to be like, okay, here comes another person that she's going to beat. And it's just going to be, again, back on that back burner. Hey, let's go ahead and watch Becky Lynch and AJ Lee again. I mean, that's what it's going to be. I don't think people now, and this, because of everything that's transpired, I don't think people are now.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I would like to see AJ versus Tiffany. That would probably be a good match.
It could be, maybe, because we have the young girl returning, or the girl that was young girl now returning, and then we have newcomer. You know, maybe, but I mean, hey, maybe they should have AJ take that title from her. Maybe.
Wow.
And it'll make sense because remember, Tiffany beat Charlotte.
Wow. I don't know, Final Boss. That'll be crazy.
That'll
be crazy.
But in reality, I think it's really gonna be she's gonna take Becky's title. And then that's what it's gonna be. But I feel like she should take Tiffany's title instead.
Wonder is the reason why your girl Nikki Bella lost, because she might be the one that's going to beat Tiffany. You had pitched that idea to me a while back.
Maybe, but man, I love Nikki Bella, but because she had, you know, that match with Becky, to have her now go against Tiffany, it don't feel the same. If she was gonna do that first and then have Becky later on down the line, maybe. But now, I don't see it. I don't see it being noteworthy like that. And that's kind of a person who loves Nikki Bella, my former Italian queen. I don't don't feel it. I don't feel like it's gonna be the same caliber anymore. I just don't. That's just reality of it now.
Yeah, I mean,
wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Not this one. This one.
Double champ. Oh
wait a minute
Lord.
now. This one.
Oh.
Now hold on now. Ain't nobody run no circles around Nikki Bella. If they do, it's just because she's got a little ring rust on her. Wait a minute now.
I think everyone's going based off the last match, and it was just like Charlotte.
I don't think it was that bad.
The Charlotte and Tiffany match was very
no,
good.
No. That was worse.
Well, yeah, because when it comes to that, I think people just have great chemistry
very, very important
with other people. So, yes, that's what I think.
Charlotte was gone for a long time. She was healing a lot of injuries.
But you can't say that because she was.
No. But how long she was gone is nothing compared to how long Nikki Bella was gone.
Yeah. It was a great thing Booker T used to say. When you are away from the ring for so long, it can cause a lot of ring rust. You can't be from that ring too long.
I used to hate them saying that on commentary.
Yeah, you remember oh my God. They say that. So I mean, it's true though. It's a true thing because we're seeing it now. So let's be honest. It's a true thing. That Charlotte and Tiffany Pat was bad. Yeah, it was, man. But I feel like I think a lot of it did with I think if they ran it back and the promos are better and no one won't attack and go below the belt, I think they can have a great match. I would not be lie. I would like to see Tiffany and Charlotte, and that's be Charlotte retirement match. I think if they can run it back again later on down the line, I think it'll be better because by then Tiffany will already have a good enough experience. Charlotte will probably put her over again and go out on her, best hiatus. I just think that's how it would go. If you had my opinion, Final
Boss. Do you think this is just a fantasy book? Hey, we need to bring back.
We haven't did that. We haven't did that in a while.
We need to bring back the Talking Up Fantasy. But the only reason why we haven't yet is because wrestling is so good now with ESPN. We ain't got to go down and dig in them trenches for stuff no more.
Okay, so you're saying that we might bring back Talking Up Fantasy soon. That's what you're telling me.
Well, hey, let's go to shit then, yeah. If the show goes on the shit, yeah. But
I'm making sure I'm checking for the fans now.
But let's go ahead and give a preview of that fantasy because what if AJ Lee is a champion? What if she eventually gets Naomi's championship and she held it long enough to have Naomi come back?
Oh, Lord.
And run that. Do you think that is something that
why are you doing this to me, Final Boss? Man, that would be crazy. Because the thing about that is Naomi did put something on X.
What she put?
I don't know, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that because I love both of them. I feel like it maybe can be a decent match.
Okay, quick question. You love both of them? Or who you love better, Nikki Bella or Naomi? I'll wait.
Nikki. I like Nikki because Nikki been there longer.
Okay.
Now hold on. You said I thought you saying hold on. I thought you saying AJ Lee.
No,
Naomi and Nikki.
Oh no. So, oh yeah, you said no. I was asking you a question, but no, yes. No, the fantasy book is with AJ having Naomi's title and having it on the right time where it's a return to Naomi.
Now, only reason I give it to Nikki because Nikki was there before. I think Naomi.
But I'm trying to remember because I remember AJ Lee coming as a newcomer, coming with the being on NXT as well. I remember that. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was, but it was.
Remember her NXT run.
But
I don't remember.
Yeah, but it was very short. She was Mel Venture. She was cutting promos at that time. That was when she had the whole girl next door, and she came on Raw. But I don't remember if Naomi and AJ Lee were in the same time period. Because I remember Naomi coming around a Diva search and Naomi being originally part of Funkadactyls with Carmen. But
yeah, I can't either.
But I can't remember.
I don't. Have they ever had a match together before?
Was part of. I can't remember. It's been so long. God damn it. But anyway, something just crossed my mind.
Yeah,
there was something that AJ Lee did back in the day that I remember as part of her crazy gimmick. Remember on Raw when she proposed to Cena? Can we have AJ Lee propose to Cena again on his last one?
Yeah, I remember that.
They gonna run that back?
Oh, you're trying to get that man king about
remember though, if we do that, that can build up to what? CM Punk and Cena. Let's go ahead and then let's run that. Let's do that. All right.
Well, we did that fight though.
Well, we could do it again.
The title when he was heel, Final Balls. I wanted them to do it for the Money in the Bank. I felt like it would have been better if they did that Money in the Bank, just because of the significance of Money in the Bank. I feel like they missed that opportunity. No, I feel like Bianca needs to have the title when Naomi comes back. Have Bianca have the title when she comes back. It'll mean so much more. Now I won't be mad if AJ Lee has it because now there's an interesting story there. How are we going to go about this? We seen how Naomi character was crazy. Proceed with caution, the laugh, but we know that AJ Lee, she'll look cuckoo too. So you got two people on screen just crazy.
Wait a minute.
Like,
Wait a minute,
though. What are we gonna get?
Wait a minute, though, because I thought we were supposed to eventually have the return of Paige.
Well, hold up. That's still not off the table because now AJ Lee's back now.
Because I thought that her contract ended in September.
I think it does. My thing is this though, Final Balls. We cannot forget about the girls we got on the roster now. I know we love our vets. I know we love our girls that are going to put people over, like the Naomis now, because I feel like Naomi and Natalya are now in that, like, we'll put you over, but we'll get our run too. But about these ladies coming back, because I feel like Tiffany Stratton so far, and this is not knocking Nikki Bella. Tiffany Stratton had one of the best runs when she built it up, and she was she ended with Zoe Starks. Do you remember that run when they did the run and it led up to Zoe Starks? That was a great run. I was hoping that they was going to do this with Nikki. Now,
here's the thing though, is that I feel like we're in such a great place, even though the women's division kind of it went from being so great to, hey, it is great, but we're having a lot of debuts. Of course, the Roxannes, the Stephanie Valkyries, the Giulia, like we're having all these, upcomers come.
Yeah.
But we had that, and then we did have a lot of great women's wrestling. Sky. We had a lot of great women's wrestling. But I feel like even though it kind of pulled back a bit because hey, it was bad on men's side, and then kind of getting bad on ladies' side, and now here we are with the refresh, and we're having a lot of nostalgia acts come back. Nikki Bella, Charlotte Flair, AJ Lee. Nikki and AJ Lee being the most recents. I feel like because we've seen the women do so well recently with how they were showcasing them, giving them more time, giving them kind of better storylines, and giving them the co-main event opening act, and really seeing that, putting them in 3 ways, putting them in when they did what's the other thing that's not like Survivor Series? It is like Survivor Series.
Evolution?
No, not that. Oh, not that crap.
SummerSlam?
No.
But I don't know what month is in.
Shit, I don't know.
Well,
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The whole point is that when they had them in
Chamber.
They had them in Chamber, right? So
okay. I knew you
the
were
whole
talking about
point. God damn it! But the whole point, is that hey, we're at the point now where we don't really need the legends to put these women over anymore. They are already over. Stephanie Valkyria came with a lot of momentum. Roxanne came with a lot of momentum.
Well, I'm not saying that.
But
I'm just saying like I don't want them to be forgotten.
I get that, but I think at this point it's better to kind of have the legends versus legends, and then have our regulars and our newcomers do what they've been doing. I think that's the right move.
So you're saying that you would not want to see, let's just say I'm
not seeing. That's not what I want.
I guess AJ Lee is on Raw, so I'm thinking like you would not want to see an AJ Lee and Roxanne.
I'm not. Well, I can see it, but do we need it? No, because remember, back in the day, they used to have stars get people over because they were missing people. Now I don't feel like they need to anymore. But hey.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We was at 500 something people. Shouts out to everyone who came on the YouTube side. First time ever us getting up to 200 people on the live side. I guess they came to see Final Boss Baby. Go ahead and drop your information where people can find you, Final Boss. Any upcoming things you have going on for the people that we have in here. We're gonna close it out.
Hey, it's at hey, where's my thing? Oh, at Final Boss Baby CFO. That's BBY. I don't have anything else coming on besides being on here, and of course, besides also being on the radio. It's not a fucking radio. So see you guys.
Yeah, shouts out to everyone who came by. Appreciate everyone. 500 and something viewers today. We're finna get ready to just start knocking this out the park from here on out. Get used to it. DW is down here, so get ready. Everyone, please subscribe to our YouTube side. That's Talk It Up Wrestling on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, keep doing the views. I will be dropping shorts right after when me and Final Boss ends this live. So if you are standing by for that, get ready for that. If you are going back to watch the views with me and the 2 directors of DWE, they're on there now. Like all those, go view a couple of those videos that they have. They had some great points, some great views. You never know who you're going to see. New journey for DWE, but hey, we're here. Final my co-host, Final Boss Baby. If you don't see her on here, you will always see her tag name down there below. Go follow our beautiful island, the island of DWE. That's right, the island of DWE. If you want to follow us on X, go ahead and go in that. We have a beautiful community chat where we say good morning, good night, and happy birthday. And I think everyone in there are very great people. And shouts out to me. Follow me on X. That's Miami the Great 645. Like I said, thank you to everyone who came out today. Final Boss. Thank you for joining us today. If we do not see you next week, we never know when we'll see you again, because maybe that's why we got up to 500 today. So maybe we got to keep Final Boss out for a while. But if you don't see her, you will see me for her now on out. I will be doing 2 shows again next week. For the month of September, we're going to try to put out more content for Talk It Up, just to catch us up from what we need to. I think we need to be. So shouts out to everyone who's been coming in to support us. Thank you, Final Boss, baby. We are out of here. Catch you guys next week, Wednesday, 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be going over Raw. If Final Boss is not here, maybe I will have a guest with me. If not, I probably have a guest with me. If not, I will be here alone, and I hope everyone joins me who joined me today. We'll see you guys then. Peace out. Catch you guys later.